I actually came to Danvers, I think it was May 1st of 2008. The road through there emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, the damage that I've done in my past all came out, and I had a structured facility to be in to deal with it all. I started using drugs probably about 13 years old. My dad died from a heroin overdose. My mom was active, in and out of adolescent programs, juvenile facilities, jails. They tried everything they possibly could to teach me a new way of life, and I just didn't think it was possible.
There's not one of us that doesn't have to look very far to find somebody who is struggling with addiction. And if we're fairly close to that person, what we realize is that they've made all kinds of choices that are completely outside of the realm of logic and therefore driven by something else.
I was 23 when I hit rock bottom in my life. It was about 10 years of damage that I caused everyone around me and myself. I just didn't want to live the way I was living anymore. And I was getting older and I wanted a new way of life. And I finally got the help through CAB coming in, and they told me there is a way out.
I think the biggest challenge with addiction is having people recognize that the myriad of behaviors that they've engaged in, their entire social network, has really all been around supporting their disease. And that all of a sudden, if we start talking about abstinence, we're talking about giving up not just the substance that they've been using, but typically giving up their circle of friends, giving up all of the behaviors that led them down the path of having a substance use disorder.
I think all the groups there at first were extremely difficult. Feeling feelings for the first time, emotions, dealing with myself, sitting with myself, were all extremely difficult, but being able to be in a secure facility, it was really good.
Her case really mirrors a lot of our clients in that the road to recovery is never a straight line.
I had 6 months clean, and then I relapsed. And I came in, my face was torn a mess, broken inside, couldn't lift my head, wouldn't look at anybody. And they just welcomed me with open arms. They didn't judge me. They didn't say anything towards me to make me feel bad about what I did. They just said, dust yourself off and keep going. Well, I re-entered at the CAB, and I was able to be there for the Women in Recovery Day. And I got to witness all the women who've been through recovery. I got to see how they were full of smiles and laughter, and it just gave me a lot of hope being able to be there for that day, and it gave me that power saying, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be where they're at. And 2 years later, I actually just spoke this upcoming May at that Women's Day, which was amazing. That was one of the best feelings. Like, no drug could ever give you that feeling. I have my own apartment now. It's awesome. And I've been at the same job for 2 years, waitressing at Uno's in Swampscott. It's been really good.
She exemplifies what so many of our clients are all about, which is someone who's had a myriad of struggles, has overcome some incredible hurdles, and has really changed the whole path and direction of their life.
When I went in there, I was 23, but I was a broken 12-year-old little girl. They sent me to a program which taught me how to make my bed, get up, have responsibilities. They were there to support me through all of this, which has now given me my life back, my family back, myself back.